Good morning, curling fans. Welcome into draw number 7. It is number 7. It is number
Yes,
7
it is
for
definitely.
the Gouden Carolus Classic here 2024. We've got a bit of a Nordic derby going on.
A Scandinavian derby.
Also Nordics, but technically Scandinavian.
Oh, yeah, indeed.
Nordics covers Finland as well, but
Yeah.
it's Scandinavian. Fine, technically correct.
Yeah, I don't know
That's
if
correct.
Denmark was part of the Nordics or was it just like Finland, Sweden, and Norway? But I don't want to go into
That's
that.
a political
Yeah.
discussion for another time.
True.
So we've got our friends Scandilicious here from Denmark playing with a couple of Belgians filling in for their squad, playing against Sinnataggen, which is mostly Belgian but with a Norwegian skip. So that's going to be an interesting fun. We know all of these guys. This match is important. It is the winner of this will determine who goes through to the knockout stage and who ends up in the placement round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's also important for many, many reasons. Also for the nations of Denmark and Norway, because this match will settle once and for all who gets to claim the title of the Vikings. Are Vikings Danish? Are they Norwegian? I mean,
They're Norwegian.
yeah, but ask Hella. She'll tell you a different story.
Probably. Is, so.
Who conquered who became the Vikings? We'll know right after this game. It's hard to tell. But let's have a quick jump at the group stages to see what the stakes are. So in Group B, we can see Scandilicious. They are having a favorable position, sitting top of the group, thanks to that tie, of course, against the Desperate Housekeepers. Both teams have 3 points, and then Sinnataggen 1 win, 1 loss, so 2 points. And the Dream Factory, they are out of the race. They have lost 2 of their games. Desperate Housekeepers play against Dream Factory. If things go the way they are probably going to go, Desperate Housekeepers will probably win that game. They should, being an experienced team. So they might end up with 4 points, and then this game between Sinnataggen and Scandilicious is going to be super, super, super important to kind of stay in the race for the cup here. And if we have a quick peek at the knockouts, this is the schedule for today.
Knockouts.
If we have a quick peek at the knockouts, we can already disclose a couple of final placements here. Teams are battling for these kind of first place or second place in the group stage. Group A has finished. The Swiss team Hennes Schnoop placed in first, so they come on the left side of the bracket and they will face the second from this group. So basically they will probably face Sinnataggen or Scandilicious, so that's good to know that the team that wins today probably is going to face a team from Switzerland. And then over on the right side of the bracket we have Canadians as second of Group A filling in on that spot. They will face maybe the Housekeepers.
Yeah, well, it really depends on. Yeah, it's going to come down to a tiebreaker if there's a tie, if there's a win between Scandilicious wins and Housekeepers win. There's a tie, so it's going to come down to the tiebreaker. So it really is going to depend on how well Housekeepers play in this match. They're going to have to win, and if they want that first place spot, they're going to have to win big over Dream Factory.
Yeah, indeed. So I think this is important to know, kind of who is going to face who. This will all be decided in this game. And before we hop onto the ice, I think there is still one more thing we have to do, because you can see underneath my name, there is a 5, and I'm going to have a little bit of trouble because right after this prediction, I'm going to need 2 hands to start counting my right predictions here, whereas John, he can use his both feet to just count 2.
Yeah, so you get to make the first prediction. You won the last matchup.
Yeah, that's true. I think this is most difficult one I had to make thus far. I think this is really, really a 50-50 chance for picking a winner here. But I am going to stick with the team I picked before. That's Sinnataggen, because that's the kind of guy I am. When I kind of give my trust to a team and put my hopes and faith in the team, I stick with my word. I'm not kind of a lame guy switching positions every now and then. So Sinnataggen, Ingfield, Tom, Frank, Mona, you guys are going to win according to my book.
All right. Well, I am going to counterpick you because I need the points, and also I like Scandilicious. I think they're going to be, they're a capable team. I think they can do quite a lot. They may not have as much experience on this ice as Sinnataggen, but I still think they're going to do something here. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. So Hella, when you watch this back, don't let me down.
Yeah, for all the people watching out there in Denmark, in Norway, and Austria, and Australia, right, in Mexico, wherever you guys are, we have chat open, so feel free to make your predictions, call shot of the matches, point us out on our mistakes or on our commenting. We love to have you on board on the stream. I think we can join the teams.
Yeah,
on
they
the
are
ice.
already out there in progress, so they don't give us much time to do pregame here, so
No, there is no warm-up time, just a couple of warm-up slides, but not really something that we can use as filler time to just talk and talk.
to hear ourselves talk, yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get the scoreboard up to date.
So we are already down to the skips here.
Scandilicious with the Redstones and the Hammer in this first end.
As we can see, Inkfield sliding in. I think I'm curious also to know how fresh the teams are. I think a little bird told me that there was a curling party until late hours, or the early hours basically, here in Zemst, Belgium. A couple of the players in this team were involved, but they seem all wide awake so far.
Yeah, probably fortunate for them they did not have to play in the first session. Let's see, let's get the skip mics going. Maybe we can hear a little bit of Danish. Who is mic'd up? Is it Hella mic'd up for us?
Yes, Hella is mic'd up and Inkfist is mic'd up, and I hope the battery packs won't disappear because they were mic'd up in interesting places. I think the battery pack over on Hella's side is tucked away in her hoodie, and Inkfield put it in her pocket somewhere.
My question is, did you turn them on?
I think I did. They should be on, but I always doubt that.
I know it's sometimes the skips don't talk, and so it's like, did we turn it on? Are they muted? What's going on? So we'll find out.
I also kind of really like how Scandilicious made the effort to bring an extra set of hoodies for their fillers. So Mats and Andres are in full teamwear jerseys. That's something even teams in the Belgium league can't manage to do over the course of 7 seasons.
Yep. Is it fast?
Thank you, Hella.
This is
Okay.
Hella.
Okay.
This one is fast.
Okay. It looked pretty otherwise.
Yeah, Scandilicious is a kind of composed team from Denmark. They have multiple players. I think we've played them a couple of times in the Danish tournaments. I think we have Jenne, Dorthe, Carolina.
Yep, they play with they have a pool of players that they pull from. So they have a bunch of friends that live all over Denmark that they say, hey, we want to go here. Who wants to come? And people join or not join depending on their schedule.
And lay too.
Probably looking to guard something up, maybe a freeze, if I heard her correctly. Trying to get somewhere in there. They are sitting shots in a pretty good position, so starting this match off strong.
Yes, go. Yep. Yes. Whoa, 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 whoa.
This one is light. It's going to curl over quite a bit.
Careful.
Worked as a guard.
Altså, der skal du meget længe... Altså, du skal ikke så langt. Det
I
er
think
fint.
from Hella we'll get different. We'll get both English and Danish. She speaks with her. I don't know if they're married or not.
I'm not sure.
When she speaks with her Danish partner, we'll call it that way. They speak Danish, but then when she's calling out to Mats and Tom, it will be in English. Or Mats and Andres, it'll be in English.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, and Hella does like to hum and sing when she plays. So hopefully she doesn't sing any copyrighted music so we don't get DCMA strike.
I wonder if she would sing any kind of famous Disney songs. I think, if I recall correctly, she was a huge Disney fan.
Speed.
Just need this one to get in. Looks
Yep,
like it's
yep,
going to
yep,
be
yep, yep,
well
yep.
right on the guard.
Yep, 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 yep.
Starts to curl. Want to
Yep,
make sure
yep,
this
yep, 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 yep,
finishes.
bring it. Yep, 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 more. Yep, 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 yep.
Get
Yep,
it all
yep,
the
yep,
way
yep.
in, and oh no,
Nice
just
try.
comes up light.
On yellow.
So that is going to
Nice
be
sweeping,
a
guys.
steal of one for Sinnataggen.
Sweep.
Sinnataggen opening here with a very good steal. But can't say I'm surprised. I mean, if your skip is the 2023 Silkeborg Open champion, and what do you do?
I have a sip of my coffee and bite my tongue. So those of you just tuning in for the first time, we are playing not under a fixed set of ends. We are playing under a time clock. So each match has 1 hour and 20 minutes. The bell will ring, and that will be the end that is in play will be finished. It must be finished before an hour and 40. There's a hard stop, but if you can't finish the last end in 20 minutes, you don't deserve to finish it. There's another couple of quirky rules with this. Teams are allowed to rotate their positions between ends.
Okay.
So somebody throwing lead in the first end could end up throwing second, third, or fourth in the next. Skips are also allowed to change, and I believe that's it. Everything else is standard WCF rules. So the 5-rock rule, the no-tick rule, they must compliment the broadcasters whenever you come into the chat. Those rules are all very important
Yes.
in WCF, and we respect them.
Oh, heavy? Okay, kører vi frys, eller hvad?
This
looks good.
Gætter vi bare på noget nu?
A bit heavy, maybe, but
Stop, Ingvild. Stop.
So, yes, as you can tell, you know, these teams know each other quite well. Ingvild and Hella have played against each other many times. They know each other quite well. Lots of little jokes going on.
yeah.
Rank indicating this one is heavy. Not sure how heavy it is. That one actually starting to curl over. Looks pretty good. That's going to finish, I think, right on top of that red. Trying to sweep it over. Oh, beautiful freeze there from
Yeah.
Tom. I like that one a lot. That
Yes.
comes right in.
Excellent way to open the game here for Sinnataggen. Tom was crying yesterday, but he's smiling today.
Yesterday he was a little bit off on his weights. Seems to have found his mojo this morning.
Yep, never blenden. Okay, whoa. Thank you.
Coming up
Okay.
a little bit light. It's getting the sweepers off it. So first update from the other sheets. Housekeepers opened with 2 against Dream Factory, and Team Vareka opened with 2 over Euromex. So both of those matches heading into the second end. Meanwhile, over here we have a 1-0 lead for Sinnataggen as Mona throws her first stone of this end.
Coming, yes. Yes, hard. Whoa, we got room. Whoa.
This one's coming in around that guard. That one looks really nice. Tom trying to finish this one off.
Nice job.
Great
Excellent.
stone from Mona.
Very strong stone there. And she can be proud of that one. I think
I
that's...
guess I guess that's her happy face.
I think so, yeah. Oh, no time to chill for the sweepers.
Right away. Yeah,
Yeah.
you see it. Just,
Yeah, but-
these-
He was trying to kill it.
you see these stones bite hard. Once
Yeah,
they
yeah.
start to curl, they go. That one going really early. Getting into the house over on the side.
Yeah, if your skip says sweep, you don't ask questions. You just make sure you're on the broom.
So Inkfield going for hit and roll here, trying to get rid of this red one. One coming with the weight down. There you go. Nice slide. Good release. Inkfield not saying anything, so this must be good, or it's wide. Oh, this one's going to flash by, unfortunately.
Step it
Frank
out.
said he
It's quite
think she
heavy.
pushed it outside, but looked like it was in line to me. I think maybe just the sliding was a bit outside, and then with being heavy, not able to get that curl that they needed. Scandilicious coming over on the
Yep,
other
yep,
side.
yep, 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 yep.
Andres has already taken off the sweatshirt. He has gotten too much sweeping. Already and is warm. This one curling in, maybe a little bit tight, or just need a little bit more an adjustment on the ice.
Guard.
Opens things up in the middle, so Inkfield's saying, let's throw up a guard, let's cover up the stuff in the middle.
Yeah, it's not easy for Scandilicious to kind of turn things around here, especially if Frank's able to put up a good guard. And again, important game here. I think knowing that Desperate Housekeepers is in the lead now. The winner of this team will advance to the knockouts, but also if Scandilicious would win, then ends and points are tiebreakers for better seeding. So
Yes.
Yep, lots to play for in both matches still.
maybe a bit heavy for a guard.
Coming in a bit deep.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
that one comes in. So just throw it hard, get some stones moving.
Now it's time for a little bit of a takeout here. And I don't know about the weights, but
Should be some up weight. They're going to
Yep,
much
yep, yep.
moving.
Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep,
Calling
yep.
for the sweep, but they're not listening. There it starts to go.
Never
That's going
mind.
to over curl. It's going to hit on that red, tap some stuff around, but just clears out the extra rubble, but leaves those three
Ja,
in
hoor
the
ik hem,
middle.
oké?
Felt a little bit tight. Hella wanted to sweep right away, but I don't think that was going to help. It really just seemed to kind of break towards the middle.
another guard here for Sinnataggen as they try and steal once more. And Tom saying 2, so weight should be fine. He's on the broom just to make sure, cleaning it a little bit.
Got it, curl.
Needs it to curl.
Got it, curl. Curl. Curl, curl, curl. Yes, curl.
Trying to get some to curl more, trying to get this to get over, and unfortunately just stays outside. Even with that little Swedish curl, doesn't get enough to cover over that, so... Ooh, Hella opting for a draw here. Try to get this into the pocket instead of the takeout. Slide was a bit inside. Looks like he corrected a bit to the outside. Hopefully not too much. Sweeper's getting on it. Maybe they feel like this is a little bit light. That's going to start the curl
Yep.
right there at the logo. Breaks even harder at the hog line. Comes
It's
in
okay.
on top. Taps it in now. So now
don't do
yellow
that.
is sitting 3.
Getting dangerous there.
Hey,
Unfortunately for Mr.
yes, I'm
Penny,
just considering
that
what way to go.
stone over curled a bit.
We could go from that side. Just go.
The
here,
draw
maybe?
to the button is still there, although now that landing area is a little bit tighter. Ingfeld opting for a guard here to take away that run back, because even with that red stacked up there, they could still throw a couple of hard stones in and get
Yeah.
things moving.
This
So
just it curls so. I don't even understand that side, so I'm like, okay, we'll go this way.
okay. And that's a smart thing to do. If you don't know one side, maybe it's better to play up the other, even if the option looks a little bit less appealing.
Got it, curl. Got it, curl. Curl.
Get this to curl. Not sure that's going to get there. Maybe the tap off the yellow will help it slide over. Does just a little bit, and I do believe it's taken away that run back. It's just enough overlap and cover in there that it's going to be really hard to run anything back. So looking to draw into the pocket here. Got to come in through the side door.
For T-line?
To make sure it's on the tee means make sure it has the right
Yep,
thing. There it goes. Once it starts to curl, I think that's just over curling again.
Okay, whoa, 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 whoa.
I know your
Okay.
pain, Hella. I know it. I feel it.
Well, let's try.
Yeah,
same
that
way?
one, it's curling so much
No,
on that
not
side.
really. Yeah. Over here, and here.
Bill opting again for the guard. Want this one out over by the left side tram line when we look at the other camera angle. Try to take away this draw line to the pocket. Weight looks all right. Gonna be in a
Oh,
good
nice,
spot.
okay.
Oh, that's gonna be well placed there. That's gonna be very difficult to get into that pocket now. Although we're seeing such a huge amount of curl over there, I still think I would give it a try. I would still go for that.
Yeah.
It's curling so much. As long as I get it
Zet
on
die
the
lijn
guard, I can
doorheen.
still get there. So
Yeah.
needs to be
Maar
out. Yeah,
als
it's
je
gonna have to be
zweet maar
quite
links.
wide. I think Hella is just kind of going, all right, I guess
I
this
don't
is
think
the ice we
perfect.
need to take.
I think Mats is kind of questioning, like, shouldn't we open things up? He doesn't like to draw, so it seems.
Well, no need to open things up when it's the hammer stone. This is your last chance to score.
Yeah.
You can open it up, but what would you be left with?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Could be looking at, okay, do we play for a damage control?
Okay.
But I think everything's so locked in there that it would be very difficult to move
Yeah.
enough out of the way. So
And there's still indeed kind of a little pocket if you come over on the left side, the bottom part of the house here. So if you can make a perfect draw, you score a point, and then you save your team. You're staying in the race,
Ready?
but it's a
Needs to curl.
draw against the tree house here.
Needs to curl.
Looks wide.
Yeah. Now.
oh, but there it goes. Now it starts to curl. So
Does it work?
Yep,
this could work. This is looking good. Can the sweepers get that down there? Get it hard, 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 hard. Get it all the way. Oh wow!
That
We're
was a
making a lot of
great
these.
attempt.
That
Nice
was the
sweeping. Nice
line.
sweeping.
Yes, good.
Very
job
good
from the
stone there,
sweepers,
yeah.
But that is a steal of 3 for Sinnataggen.
Curling can be such a punishing sport if you throw a stone that is kind of close to what you need, but just slightly off, and then you don't get rewarded for an attempt that was basically very, very good.
Yeah, they had to wait for it to start to curl, but then once it broke, they needed to get on that hard. And unfortunately, just a touch light. So
Big karma there for Skips, immediately putting on the scores, updating the scoreboards.
Jeg har vært så nære 2 ganger.
See, now they're speaking Norwegian and Danish to each other, so that's even more stuff we don't understand. Tom starting things off here in end number 3 for Sinnataggen as they lead at 4-0 over Scandilicious.
Mine is good. Yeah. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Trying to get this one over onto the center line, and there it goes. Great placement as a opening stone there, absolutely perfect. We see that Housekeepers have scored 2 more in the second. They lead Dream Factory 4-0 as they head into the third end. Vraken and Aeromex still finishing up their second end as Vraken leads it 2-0 there.
See? Okay.
Just opening things up for Scandilicious.
Looks good. Looks good.
This one to come into the house, use that guard, get behind it. This one
That
looks
looks-
very nice. Keeps going, carries on over. Hella sweeping to get
Very
that
nice.
one in behind it. Very good opener from Andres.
Yep.
Now, those of you not aware, Andres plays on our 4-man team with him and I, as well as Frank. He is our lead there, and he has played really well this season. I feel like he stepped up a level for us when we got to the A division and did really well.
Mine's pretty good.
Yeah, there are kind of a nice battles in this game.
Yes.
You have Andres playing against Frank, so 2 teammates playing against each other. You have Mats playing against Tom, 2 former teammates of Team Daddy's Cool. And of course, Denmark against Norway. 2 Vikings.
Right in there on top
En mere
of
på
it.
linje.
So. So they have the line dialed. Everybody, let's see if he can't give it a little bit more weight to get it just onto the button. That setup right now, I would say favors Sinnataggen just slightly, as they've got the 2 yellows stacked up in a line with that red, so they can run this red out if they'd like.
Okay. Looks good.
Scandilicious trying to get another red one behind all of this to kind of lock it in place. Line
Line's
looks
good, line's
okay. Is this going to have the weight?
Only
Looks like it
speed,
might
only
be a little
speed.
bit heavy.
It's heavy.
It is going to
Yeah,
get behind.
yeah,
Oh, what do we know about weight? That's
Excellent.
So nice,
that's
Andres.
and the little Swedish curl coming in behind, getting a little bit more tucked away. Good job, Andres. Look at his excited face.
Yep.
Sinnataggen trying to come in with the corner freeze here so they can do something with it. Trying to hold that line. Is this going to get around that top red? Nope, just going to tap it away, but ends in a good spot. They can still use that. Good stone for Mona there.
Ja. Det prøver vi.
Scandilicious wanting to guard this over.
Skip of Scandilicious playing second here. Apparently in Europe it happens more that skips don't play fourth.
This one coming in looks a little bit on the heavy side. They don't want to tap this one too hard. It's going to catch... Fortunately, catches it more on the nose, so...
Okay.
Taps that red back underneath. Pushes the yellow a little bit deeper, so that's going to be unusable as a promotion. And I also have to say that I was kind of... I don't want to say forced to take. I say obligated to take Scandilicious this morning, as Hella and her partner are both using my brooms.
Oh yeah.
Hella has my starter broom there, the orange Olsen, which I thought was really cool. But then I got to use one of the hardline brooms and discovered, wow, it's so much lighter.
Already making excuses for picking the wrong team once again. No, I understand.
Just adding a little flavor, a little color to the broadcast.
Yeah, orange is your favorite color, right?
That is correct. This was going to stay on the outside. That's going to get over. Ticks 1, ticks 2, moves things around. Red is still shot, but now things are a little bit more loose there in the button area. So we do have an update from sheet C. Euromech scored 4 in the second, so they take a lead 4-2 over Veraken.
Ooh, that's a strong one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeg kan lige den der. Ja.
Did Veraken peak too soon?
So top of the house.
Or are they
We need to
kind
take
of
out
trying
Veraken?
to find a better seeding in the tournament?
Maybe looking at who their opponent might be, wanting to...
Probably a Spanish team. Most probably, since Düsseldorf lost twice, so it is for sure a team from Catalonia. But the question is it La Tosa, is it Carlit, or is it the Pedros?
This one coming in a little bit heavy, but that's going to get over on the nose and tuck underneath.
Yeah.
Deeper than they wanted, but there's not an easy run back on that side.
You can also do hacks, but
Now, the interesting thing for Team Veraken in this tournament is they've been playing random positions in their throwing order. Before every match, each of the 4 picks a card, and that tells them where they're going to play for that match, instead of playing in their standard positions. So yesterday they saw a match with Jeroen, their normal 4th, playing lead. Don, their normal lead, throwing 3rd. So
maybe there's freeze.
they like to mix things up. This tournament for them is they're here to have fun, so they're trying to do things to keep things light. And
It is a Bonspiel after all.
I think that's an interesting way to approach it. This one feels light. Sweepers are trying to work this one just to get it over the hog. Gets it in, but that is going to over curl and stack up there along the middle.
Frank,
Yeah.
not liking this one here.
Det var ikke det, jeg forberedte mig på.
He's a bit disappointed with Leaving this one short.
So going with an upweight shot here, wanting to get rid of this yellow.
Yeah, this
I
could
think
be.
they want the shooter to roll outside.
This is an opportunity here for Scandilicious to score a couple of points in this end.
Yep, 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 yep.
Yeah, Hella immediately calling for it. This does not look like it has the weight.
Whoa! Got it.
Was that a swear jar or was that just random Danish?
Okay, vi klikker på dem der.
I think we should just assume it's a
Vi
square
klikker
jar.
ikke. Nej, 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 nej.
They didn't want that to tick back over. They wanted that to... So now there's a run back possibility for 3. Yeah, I think definite miscommunication there. I don't think Mats saw or understood the hand tap on the shoulder, which generally means give me some weight. That's a heavy takeout. That felt more like
No,
backline.
speed, almost.
Yeah, I think it felt like a backline draw. So
Try that one. If you hit that one, that's okay. I don't know. Normal? Yeah?
What weight? 12. I don't.
yeah, whatever
Yeah.
you want to throw.
What you think is normal?
Yes. Yes, hard.
We're looking to do a little cleanup here.
Whoa.
Catch that red on the outside, maybe double something out, but this one is going to tick it. Runs it through, but jams on that red, so kind of just swaps one stone for another.
Skal vi bare stoppe dem på det her?
Yeah, trying to guard this up, prevent that yellow from being tapped back into a scoring position.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Den kører sidelæns.
This one's gonna
Whoa!
overcurl.
Whoa, whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa.
Well, it sets up a line of 4 of reds over there, but I think that's gonna make it more difficult to run the do a
It's
run back on that
possible to
side.
push that one. Even if you push it into that one.
I think we need the overhead to just appreciate that beautiful line of reds just straight through.
Yeah. 4 in a row there.
So but we are playing curling and not Connect 4, so while it is pretty, it does not count for anything. But I think it's a good setup. It would make it very difficult to get that angle and the weight right to move a lot of that stones out of the way. So opting for that draw / tap on the yellow there.
Yes! Yes!
Falling for the sweep. Feels like this one's going to fall over. Oh,
This could work very good.
it's going to tap, but not... Gets a little bit too much on the side, so
Yeah.
it jams on that red.
Klog.
Yeah, it needed a little bit of curl, but then again, also for weight, it
Yeah.
was some kind of in-between thing that was hard to call.
Yep, yep.
Nej, nej.
I think they were maybe trying to
think,
get
yeah, we
around
know the
behind it
stopping.
as the original call, but that was going to be a very tight. But I still like the way they're set up, because if if they leave this one open, if Scandilicious leaves this one open,
Det er ligegyldigt.
there's still sort of a
Det ved
double
jeg jo.
tap there for the yellows.
Det er okay. Savner.
We need to integrate like some kind of AI live translation stuff so we can get when the skips are speaking different languages, we can see it. And there we go. Hello with the singing. I love that she amuses herself on the ice. It's fun.
Yeah.
Just a guard, just a guard. Whoa, just here, just here. Whoa.
They really want to speak.
He really has to do a lot of efforts to just hold them off the broom.
Yeah.
Keep them stop sweeping, and normally it's the other way. You have to like really like shout at them to get them to go, and now it's like you can't keep them off the broom.
Yeah, I think it feels like the minute she stops saying ho, they will start sweeping as a
Possible
default.
To go here, try and slide off.
Not a lot of options here for Sinnataggen. Going to try, if we leave this on like Frank is showing, try to come in here, hack weight, and come in there.
Yellow.
Hopefully finish in the shot
in.
position. We've seen Ingfield pull off some incredible shots already in this tournament. Maybe this will be another one for her highlight reel.
Got it, curl.
Trying to get this to
Got it,
curl.
Oh. Get it, hard. Hard.
Oh, and
Oh, no.
curls.
Oh no.
So that's going to give an opportunity.
Yeah, maybe the line goal she was calling like needs to curl, but then it over curled.
Men kan den overhovedet nå derind?
Yeah, I think you tried the same shot that they just did. Do a little hack weight at it. Try
Er
to
der?
catch the inside and roll in.
Altså, hvis vi rammer lige på, så sker der ikke noget ved det, kan man sige.
I don't think there's anything
Altså, der er
bad
jo
you
plads
can
til, den
really
godt kan
do.
det her, men jeg ved sgu ikke, om den triller nok. Men hvor hurtigt vil du spille?
Well, the thing is, they know Sinnataggen will use that Yellowstone to come in, so maybe
det
they're
kan jeg
discussing
ikke
get rid of that Yellowstone.
Oh, this is Hammer Stone. So
Nej,
Oh, yeah,
jeg kan
true.
bedre lige prøve den der.
I think she's afraid of. I think they're just discussing is there
Right.
anything bad that can happen, and I mean even if they come in and hit it too heavy, it
Så jeg vil
pushes
sige,
that
Mads, jeg
one.
giver dig
Well,
her.
then
Det
that one
kan
pushes
ikke
out,
forvente det her.
and so I don't think there's really. And if it's light, it comes in or hits it like that. Well, they're still getting two, so I don't think there's any damage they can do on this one.
I'm gonna pin you to that quote if somehow it ends up turning around.
Well, I guess the damage would be
Gotta go,
he's
gotta
on the
go.
outside.
Gotta
Too
curl
far
a lot.
outside, and it pushes that yellow in, and oh my goodness, is that what
Okay.
he did?
I don't think
No.
so. It's just
Okay.
two.
To. Ja.
All right,
Right,
so
yeah.
Scandilicious gets
Cool,
on the
escape.
board, scores 2. Sinnataggen still leads 4-2 as we head into the fourth. Good morning, Tim. Is that shot lined up there for 4? No, probably not. That was always going to be a tough one. Let's see. Update from Sheet A. Housekeepers scored 4 in the third to take an 8-0 lead over Dream Factory. So Housekeepers really trying to put claim on that top position, wanting to make sure all of the tiebreakers go their way. As Andres leads things off here in end number 4 for Scandilicious. A little bit heavy. Isn't going to curl over. Hella saying, I wanted it here. It is not going to get there. Not going to get to the button either.
Yeah, I think they might just have 2 options. Try to take it out and roll to the side, or come around. I think take out is not a bad choice here. Kind of staying in control of your point leads.
Yep.
Also knowing that you have the hammer just takes away options for Scandilicious to try and steal in this end. I think even if you score 1 on your hammer, I think that's fine. Having a 3-point lead. No 8 enders, it's just 6 enders max. Give him the clock.
Go a bit, yeah. Yes, hon.
We almost saw 7 ender, but coming up about a minute or 2 short from the early session today over on sheet C. Obviously not on camera, but we would have talked about that one if they had made it.
Looks like Housekeepers. He can write them down as a potential group winner if they continue playing like this, having a 8-0 advantage.
I feel like you didn't listen to a thing I said about that match when I gave the score.
Oh yeah, I probably didn't listen.
I said more or less the same thing.
Okay. Sometimes I zone out.
How far can you get it?
He's my second wife, folks. My first wife does that too.
Yeah.
Okay, whoa.
Him is my work wife.
Oh.
He doesn't listen to
We'll
me
take the
either.
card.
All right, wanted that one to come into the house, but comes up as a guard. Inkfeld saying, let's get rid of this one in the house, roll over underneath one of these guards on the side.
Yes. Whoa, whoa.
Sweeping needed. This one I think is going to hit on the nose.
You can.
Trickles over a little bit, but not enough to get buried. So let's see what Scandilicious does here. I think this is set up for them to do a hit and roll as well.
Thank you, Andres.
Get rid of it and roll underneath their guard.
Yeah. So 10 seconds, hit the yellow and roll.
Thank you, Hella. I just said that, but it's always nice to have confirmation. Ooh, push that a bit outside.
Oh, beklædning.
No, that is wide. No chance. Andres trying to push it over, but nope.
Never had a chance.
Yeah, saw that in the release. Really just kind of pushed it wide. And yep, she knows.
She knows. Off to space, launched together with the Voyager somewhere in between Saturn and Jupiter right now.
To the far reaches of the universe.
Yeah, the outer rims of space.
Frank indicating a little bit heavy.
Yeah.
This is going to curl over, though. Trying to get this behind that red, but I think it's going to tap on the side.
I think they were going maybe for to tap red on the side and roll back to yellow. Just trying to avoid hitting red on the nose, tapping in red in the house.
Never tell a woman to be fast.
We all heard that piece of advice.
Vil du heller? Okay. We'll do the draw.
Going for a draw here. Going for the sweep. Felt like she might have turned that a little bit inside on the release just at the end. So this one's going to over curl. Trying to let this one curl past those yellows. Ticks on one of them. Will roll over into the house. So what does Ingfield do here? Does she put up a guard over those yellows? Does she take out a red? Opts for the draw behind the side there. Score update from sheet C. Mareka scored 1 of the third, so Euromech still leads 4-3 as they're in the fourth end over there. That would be an upset, I feel.
Imagine if this is the day where Team Reken have their first loss on home ground here in Belgium.
Oh.
No team has achieved that so far. Sweet 16 was very close to pulling it off in the final of the New Year's Cup, and also Glasgow Rangers came close.
And me?
The last game of the season.
Yeah.
Paper's indicating it's
Yeah,
up.
got a curl, got a curl. Got a
Is it
curl,
the
got a curl.
Is it going to go?
We'll
Nope.
take the one. Okay.
Just gets the one. Looking for a double there, but hey, gotta get rid of the one first.
I think.
What's Ingfield gonna do here? Just looking at that double.
Well, the double's there. I mean, and at least getting rid of some redstones is something that could be useful. I wonder at what point in a Bonspiel, when you can actually play the clock on the scoreboards, do you start to kind of take decisions that just are tailored to prevent the team from coming back in the game?
I would say 4-2, probably still need to worry about setting something up.
Mm-hmm.
Gets rid of the one, that's all she asked for, so that's all that was done. Which I find curious, that pocket was there for 2. Frank congratulating his daughter, or his daughter congratulating him and saying thank you.
Yep. Yep.
For that double out here. This one's going to over curl though.
Yep.
Or, sorry, not curl enough. I was on the wrong side of the ice. Does get the one. Does move things out. Shooter sticks around. So red now with 2 in the house.
And who is sitting shot? I think it's red so far. There is one behind Ingfield, but that's sitting on the outside of 12 foot. So I think that left red is the shot stone at this point.
Yep. And it's hard to say who is second. I think both of those two are very, very near to each other.
I think that one, either this way.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell. Even looking at the overhead, it's difficult to see it.
Yeah, the overhead has a kind of fisheye lens to it, so it's even harder to kind of compare distances between stones. But chances are we don't have to bother about figuring that out, because a takeout is underway here.
Catcher's on the outside. Shooter is going to slide out, so red still sitting in the house with the stone.
Men altså, hvis vi da skal til den der, så... Hvad?
Du har tasken der, og så skubbe den derover.
Vi kan jo godt...
Tag en side af bordet.
Ja, men skal vi bare tage den, og så tager vi den derfra?
Looks like they're going to try to play that yellow out.
Yeah.
Maybe it could tap the red further in off to the side. Got to be careful though. They don't want to take that red out of play completely. So want to hit more on the yellow on this one.
So far, it's really open house for Sinnataggen to draw in for 1 point, maybe more.
Yep. Let's go, Mats.
Calling hard for the sweep. That is going to catch that yellow.
Ah, okay. Nice, Daniel.
Unfortunately, it leaves the double there. But a nose hit would leave the yellow out of the house. So what did they do? Maybe they're going to use that
The only
stack
chance
double
it
to
has.
their stack reds to their advantage. Try to draw in behind.
It's a dangerous draw. If it stays open, you can kind of leave a hit and roll opportunity.
Yeah, but then they draw here.
That's the thing.
Either take those and kind of make sure. It doesn't
Scandilicious
get
will look for
ugly,
that draw behind
or
the
we
guard,
draw
so you have to
in.
deal with that potential stone sitting there. So you deal with it either by removing the guards or by
Let's go.
drawing yourself, and then kind of depends what's.
I probably have to draw on my last. So
Opting for the draw behind these two reds.
draw around.
Hear a lot of yelling coming over from sheet A. Trying to peek over to see, but could not see what was going on over there. Sweeper's leaving this one alone. Waiting for it to start to curl. Now it's
Curl, Tom, curl.
To curl a lot here.
Tom to help curl it.
Keep going hard.
Oh, he gives up on it.
Hey, they have to bury it as deep as possible, get it around the guard. They do not want to kind of even in the back of the house is fine. It's just
Det er du efter med en hak, så den kommer ud, eller hvad?
Yeah, for Scandilicious, I
De er
think
selvfølgelig ved at
this
prøve at stjæle, kan man
one, they
sige.
need to get around, probably tap this one out, roll underneath their guards, force a draw.
yeah, they need to do probably a better draw here. Just get in there. I mean, the Yellowstone is behind
Vil du hellere
T-line, so
det?
they have a bit of backing
Det
if
må
they
du
can
gerne.
find a good draw.
Ja. Det er helt op til dig. Du tager den med en hak? Ja.
Going after this with hack weight. Definitely need to get it over the nose so it rolls over underneath guards, stays in the house, and then narrows down that scoring area for Ingfeld and Scandilicious, Sinnataggen. So final Scandilicious stone.
Oh, got a curl.
I think it needs to curl. I think that's going to be fine, to be honest.
Oh, needs to curl, needs to curl, needs to curl. Needs to curl, needs to curl, needs to curl.
Okay.
Great
Not-
stone.
Nice, Daniel.
Great stone from Daniel here.
Yep. She would have liked that over the nose. That's why she was asking for it to curl, but at least it gets rid of it. It's
Yeah.
going to be a force to one at best.
Yeah, I think it's better to be safe than sorry and have it around the guard and then having it sitting there. And
Okay.
we have, I
Awesome.
think, 4 stones for Scandilicious in the house. I don't know if that
I'm doing
fourth
the
one is
draw.
actually biting. But
Looks
important
like
draw
it
here.
from the overhead. So yeah, this is definitely
I think it's in. But drawing against a 4 house, Worst thing that can happen is you leave it short.
Yeah, has to get to the button.
Yeah.
They have that backing, so they're gonna try to. She'll probably want to be. The miss is heavy,
Yeah, indeed. You have to be
but
full 12 with minimal to kind of reduce the scoring potential for Scandilicious. So if it feels light, you really want to make sure it's in. This does
but
feel
it's
a bit
heavy and it's wide. Needs to get this to curl over.
Could be nice. Starts to curl.
Looking good. This I think is gonna get on top. Oh,
Now
no,
again.
they're trying to come in. Are they gonna get it there?
They need to deliver it, but they cannot sweep it deep enough.
Comes up just a little bit light, so steal a 1 for Scandilicious.
Yeah, did they wait a bit too long to sweep that one? That's the question right now.
It's always a possibility. I think they were looking at it being
Because-
a little bit light.
Yeah, they could go for that little tap. Maybe they feared it was wide, so they were waiting for it to curl. But then again, yeah, they needed to wait on that. But
Ooh, we've got a match here. Scandilicious getting back into it after spotting Sinnataggen a 4-point lead. They've scored 3 in a row to bring things within 1 as we head into the 5th end.
and we have 15 minutes on the clock, so maybe
It's
we will
gonna
have
be
a
tight to get off
Yeah.
that 6th. They're gonna be looking at that, going, "Do we need to rush? Do we need to do something?" Andres starting things off here in the 5th for Scandilicious. Over on sheet A, Housekeepers stole another 2 in the 4th, so they lead at 10-0 over Dream Factory in the 5th.
Yeah, that's they are sending a message to their opponents. We had a slow start, dying against Scandilicious, but we are ready to face everybody out there in the knockouts. And I think that's skill playing in the tournaments. You have to be at your best when it matters.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get this one to finish behind the guard. Stays a little bit wide. Hella opting to leave it there, trying to draw in onto the button.
I think this also kind of settles the tiebreaker question. I mean, if Housekeepers win 4 ends and score 10 points, I think it will be
Yeah.
hard for Scandilicious to win this game and come on top in terms of tiebreakers.
Yeah? Is it slowing down? Yeah.
Didn't
Yep,
do the math.
yep. Lion's good. Lion's good.
So we're on the guard nicely. It's going to have some good weight. Gets him
oh.
off it, so it finishes with the
Very
strong curl.
nice.
And right there on top of the button,
Excelente. You can click that one.
we have done that. That will be a reviewable shot. Andres playing some very good lead stones today for Scandilicious.
Yep.
Although we did not see the first end, so we don't know how he did there. But I think you can say since the broadcast has started, it's doing all right here. Trying to get this one to come in on top of that. Really trying to hold the line. Line is fine, but I think this one's going to come up light. Kind of settles in there behind the guard.
Yeah, and this helps Scandilicious here because it protects their shot stone even more.
Try the draw.
Going to try to draw the same one, get in on top of this, put a second one behind those guards in the middle. Strengthen their position, try to steal this end.
Imagine if they steal. I mean, is Sinnataggen going to give away their 4-point lead after this ends? Catches that
Then
Yellowstone.
Not a bad result there. Actually stacks those yellows up in a way they can't be run back onto the red. Takes away a little bit of a draw path there. Still going to try to sneak it in between those reds to get on top of that shot stone.
Yeah.
Now, imagine this match ends in a draw. That benefits Scandilicious. They'd actually go through with more. They'd have one more point than Sinnataggen. So.
Indeed. So they don't need to win. Whereas Sinnataggen, they really need to win. They are virtually third. And they need a win to hop over Scandilicious.
Had the right weight, just a little. Needed a little bit more curl on that one. Unfortunately, catches the red and pushes it wide. So.
Okay. Somewhere in the house. I got this.
Somewhere in the house. It's going for a shot of the match here. Setting the bar.
Setting the bar somewhere. We don't know if it's high or if it's low. So it feels a bit wide. Is this going to curl over?
The question is this somewhere in the house? Can they find the gap? Can they find that gap?
Closing the gap, the weight looks pretty good, actually. I think it's going to just kiss that yellow, though. Good morning, Leon. Welcome into the stream. So I like that one. Ends up, second shot.
Yeah.
Stacked over a little bit. It's going to be difficult to use that to run over.
Yeah, those three yellow stones, they don't
I would like
really
to say you're
help.
doing the same, but not really.
Oops.
You just take...
Wrong mic. Yeah, those are not stacked up in a way that is useful for Sinnataggen.
And I can see John is prepping some interesting updates. I am very curious to learn what is about to happen, and I am pretty sure Leon is going to be curious to hear as well.
So, update over on sheet C. Euromex scored 3 more in the fourth. So they lead it 7-3 as they start the 5th end, or as they're in the 5th end over there. So, an upset brewing over there on sheet C.
So far, Leon's team, Glasgow Rangers, was the only team this season that was able to keep Team Verreken from winning. They tied in the last game of the season, but currently Euromex is virtually winning against Team Verreken, which is a very interesting result. Team Verreken is the kind of team they want to have fun, but winning is where they that's their measurement of fun.
Unfortunately, this stone flashes wide. Does not do anything, so Scandilicious saying, let's
guard
that up, prevent those from being opened up.
And this might mean that Sinnataggen will want to pace up this game, because they would probably want to use that extra hand and the hammer in case...
Yeah, this end doesn't go their way. Yeah, and Leon, we're having a pretty good back and forth here on this game.
Only in play.
Just needs to make sure this one gets
It's going to the house.
It's a little bit heavy.
No.
Much of a tap.
Okay.
They don't really want to open those 3 yellow ones in a way that suddenly Sinnataggen can use them to make some runbacks.
I still think that they're stacked up in a way. Oh, I was going to show the overhead.
Oh, yeah.
Don't need to go that hard, but
There's not really much they can do. Maybe
just like normal.
Maybe something like this would tap that onto there and maybe a little bit in, but I don't know. I think they might just be looking to break this up.
Leon saying, but guys, last year at Carolus, I also tied against Timo. He played with Caro, Mirte and Jeroen. Yeah, they were preparing as mixed team. They were the 4 Pioneers was their name back then.
Yes.
That was a tie, but it was not against Team Verreken, of course.
This one a little bit wide. It's going to catch just a little bit of the Red does push it forward, so
This is
yellow
interesting.
now sitting second.
Yeah, this is interesting. They kind of push yellow in a
lying
second
too,
shot
Ingrid.
position. Hella saying I was lying 2, and now with this shots, just lying 1.
Ja, vi ligger kun 1 nu. Vi ligger ikke 2.
Now again,
They have to look
Skal
at
vi
that.
prøve at
but
presse toren ind?
they have to be careful because this
the run back is there.
run back is there could
Men
push
der er det
yellow
over.
onto that shot stone. So
Yeah, guarding it up.
you gotta guard that up, I think.
This could go
Yeah, this
in all
end
kind of
is-
directions.
This end is going either way.
Yeah.
And it's actually forcing it's working against them. If they want to get that 6th end in, the clock is working against them. But having to think about these shots means they're going to be very tight on time. Come down to the end. So
Det kan ikke lide.
Is this
Is
going
it-
to
can
be
we
a buzzer
get it through?
beater?
this is wide and a little bit heavy.
Jamen,
This
jeg
is
kan ikke
kinda
lide
like
det her.
They don't want to leave this in a spot where it can be used for a hit and roll. So this is
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
go. Do they kind of sweep it
Det er
through?
very... Oh.
Well, it is second shot,
It
but
ends up back of the forfeit, second shot.
this is scary. It needed to be a guard, and it ends up behind T-line.
Have enough
And
more than
is
half.
Sinnataggen going to push or punish Scandilicious over this mistake? They will try. They will definitely try. Inkfield looking at angles there, making sure they're hitting their redstone, the right angle. Doesn't need a lot of weights, just needs to push yellow onto the red one. Could be potential shot of the match here. Game decisive. Don't want to kind of build up the pressure here for Frank, but he cannot hear us, so...
All right, well, I've just discovered something. Over on sheet C, it is not an upset. They're playing with the wrong colors.
Yes.
Oh no.
Team Vareka is supposed to be playing red. They are playing yellow. So Team Vareka has the 7-3 lead over on that sheet.
No. Frank leaving this one way too light. Well, this was unfortunate. It was, I guess, better heavy than light. And missed an opportunity here. This is going to cost them the game. Not the best shot here from the third. Apologizing to the skip. There is still a run back option, but
Hello. I didn't think they were nice to you in the last end. You had a nice rock.
Hella being supportive to
I did tell Dalla that he wasn't supposed to do that.
the team playing on sheet A.
Just a guard. Mats, can you try sweep? Mats, sweep.
This one quite wide, not
Needs
going
to
to get curl.
Okay, oh.
Get out on the edge of the
Whoa.
pebble there. Sometimes it doesn't quite come
Hvad fejrer vi
through.
for nu?
Unfortunately for Scandilicious, the run back is still open, so a retry here. Inkfield is going to try and run back the yellow one. Still there.
Leon being mean, saying that Frank's was shot of the match.
But a bit off nose.
A bit off nose. It's all about the line here. I think it's very important to make good line calls over this one. But then again,
It's 2 minutes and a half, I think I saw on the clock. So 3 stones to play. But I think they're going to be thinking about these shots. So it's going to be really tight if they get
Yeah.
that last one.
if they nail the shots, then they don't have to worry about the clock anymore. I think you don't wanna be in a situation like Søren of Euromix yesterday, where he was rushing too much and then missing his draw.
Leon, that is correct. That would mean that at this point, Glasshook would be the only team to steal a point against Team Vareka this season on home ice.
This looks good. Needs to curl a little bit. Is it going to curl enough? I don't think so.
It's going to catch it on the edge.
Oh, no.
and
Oh, it's tapped off.
taps-
Still there. It's
gets
still
into
there.
It's in second shot now.
They can still use it. Second shot is important, but the gap
You
is
are rooting
there.
for us. Men skal vi bare lukke? Vi kan jo godt nøjes med en.
Hella calling out the skip of the housekeepers, I think. Or at least
it was Braum,
a housekeeper.
Yeah.
Ja.
So we have the scoreboard
Nej,
updated
altså, jeg
to
vil meget
fix
gerne
the
ligge ude ved den
correct
der.
colors, just to show you. Oraken is leading Euromex 7-3. Housekeeper still up 10-0 on Dream Factory. They haven't posted their 5th end score, but they have started the 6th end over on Sheet A, so once they do that, I will update.
And Leon asking, what would a tie mean? What happens if they tie? Well, in that case, in case of a tie, Sinnataggen is out of the race, and Scandilicious takes the extra point to become second in the group, and they would advance as a second seed from Group B.
Yep.
So a tie is enough for Scandilicious. Sinnataggen, they need the win. They only have 1 win and 1 loss.
Scandilicious has a win and
Just
a
a
tie,
guide, just
so
a guide.
that is their advantage
Just
on
here,
this.
just here.
Needs to curl over.
Looks good. It's look really good. Whoa, whoa. It
That's
just needs to sit. It just needs to sit. Sit. Sit.
Gonna keep sliding. They don't listen, Hella. The stones are like
nice,
children. There it goes. Good stone from Daniel there.
Run back is still there, I think. They can now go red-yellow, or
Yep.
play on their own yellow, which is...
Has to be quite thin.
He's looking
Yeah,
at
but
the
I'm not
angle.
doing heavy.
And the
I-
bell rings, which means this is the final end, which raises the stakes of this final stone here for
Yeah.
Inkfield. Currently, Scandilicious is sitting 1. They tie the game and they move on to the knockouts. Unless Inkfield can turn things around here.
I'm wondering if this angle is really there. It was hard to see, but I guess there is enough to get through. That's what they're looking
Get
at.
it
Frank
thin
suggested the
enough,
red.
and at the top of our yellow in there, we might be able to kind of push it straight down.
Frank was looking at this one coming out, which I like a lot more. But, yeah, they're opting to hit the left side here, try to run it onto their yellow. I don't think it's possible. I think you're right, Leon.
I think it's
Maybe-
the harder call here.
But obviously with our camera angles, they're not as good as what they see on the ice, so...
Yeah, I think with the run back, the thing is, if you nose hit yellow, yellow would just go out of the house and they have nothing. And with this angle, yellow would jam on red and stay in the shot position. So that's the kind of reason why they opt for this angle here.
Final stone underway. She's getting the sweepers going. This one's going to overcurl,
Nope.
I think. It's
Overcurls.
gonna catch on the inside or
It
outside part
overcurls.
of the red. Runs away. And that is going to be 1 for Scandilicious. That means it is going to be a tie. And that is going to send Scandilicious through to the knockout phase.
Yeah, unfortunately, and Sinnataggen leading 4-0 after 2 ends, but allowed Scandilicious to come back, steal their way in, and ending up tying the game, which is enough for Scandilicious to move on to the knockout phase, where they will face the first of Group A, which is the Swiss team
I forgot that.
Handshakes, and for Sinnataggen, they will have to face the placement matches to see if they can become maybe 7th or better or worse, basically.
Yeah, so I mean that turned out to be an exciting match. Looked like Sinnataggen was going to run away with it after 2 strong opening ends, but Scandilicious said nope, clawed their way back into it, fought back for the draw, and got it done. That's all they needed was the tie. Scandilicious undefeated in this tournament.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
So
I mean,
think
that
that has to count for something for me. I mean, I picked them. Now, of course, we both lose because we didn't take the draw.
Nope.
But hey, I'm fairly happy for Scandilicious.
Yeah, I think that's a great result for Scandilicious. Was unexpected for me, and also after the 4-0, I decided not to call on John for picking the wrong choice again, and maybe good because
You taunted me a little bit.
I taunted you a little bit, but that's what we need to do, of course. But yeah, we won't see Inkfield in the final of this tournament. we might see Helle, Mats,
Scandilicious
Andres,
still
and,
alive. Yeah, they can
yeah.
keep going. So looking forward to it. We've still got some more curling going on today. This was session 2. We have one more draw in the group stage. Then we will start getting into the placement rounds and the knockout stages. So
Yeah,
really
so
looking forward to that.
let's have a quick peek at the knockouts just to show things. So over on the top left, we will have Henne Snoop, and they will face Scandilicious, and then the Canadians, they will play Housekeepers. Helle, can you come over to the spot, because we will have here over the sides, we will have the skip of the quote-unquote winning team. They are kind of the moral victory. You can stand on the X and then watch in the lens. Now we hop off to the interview booths. Make sure.
There we go. So good comeback there. Started off a little bit slow and ended up, but you fought your way back and tied. Congratulations.
Thanks.
How did it feel out on the ice today after the post curling party last night?
It always feels great on Saturday. Please don't ask tomorrow. We always more challenged on Sundays.
But hey, good job. This tie gets you through into the knockout phase. So you'll be facing Henne Snoop, the Swiss team.
No.
Yes.
Can I get someone else? They're quite swift.
Yeah, they have been pretty merciless on their so far in this early stages. But yep, as taking second in the group, you get to face group number A. Housekeepers win the group as they win their match. So
They win it big, so the tiebreaker is for the Housekeepers. Also, a question. We noticed that you were singing on a couple of occasions. What song were you singing? It's a kind of Danish song. It was something we couldn't figure out, or maybe a Disney song.
I love you. Pretend there was only one song. I think it was.
yeah, there were several.
Yeah, I think there was one from a musical, a Danish musical, and some other Danish performer called Rasmus Seebach. It's popular. It's nice, mellow.
That's nice, yeah.
But hey, we like the color out on the ice. It's always fun. I talk to myself a lot on the ice, so when we're playing doubles, there's a lot of that as well. So
Yeah.
we like to see it. So congratulations on a hard-fought draw. It puts you through to the final, the group.
Do you have
knockout
any
rounds.
final words for people watching in Norway and in Denmark? Because there was a high-stakes game, not only for a tournament, but also for basically the Scandinavian countries. By winning this game, you kind of settled the deal. Denmark, they are the true Vikings. Do you have any anything to say to that?
No, I think Ingvild and I almost agreed that a tie was the best outcome, because then everyone was a winner. And I know all the Belgian guys disagreed and was like, no, we need to win. So we're working on that.
All right.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Congratulations again, and we will see you in the knockout stages.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
All right.
Since we're getting some coffee delivered
We are getting
here.
served coffee.
Yeah, but a tie is everybody wins.
We will close off for now. We have to update some stuff to prepare for the next stream, which is very shortly. We will have a Spanish team. I need to put up my binoculars. It's La Tosa playing against Düsseldorf.
Yep. So another international matchup here. Leanne, I see you you'll send me a message on Instagram. I'll look forward to that. For the rest of you out there, thank you for watching. Well, you too, Leon. Thank you for watching us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us on all of our socials to get more curling content. We are going to take a quick lunch break, and we will be back in a little bit for draw number 3 today, session number 8 of this tournament. With that, we'll say goodbye.
Bye-bye.